To open his younger brother's eyes, Haikes took him to watch his very first underground boxing match. But the two fighters in the ring didn't interest Oscar at all. To him, their fight completely lacked technique. So when the host asked if there were any other challengers, Oscar stood up without hesitation and walked confidently to the ring. Haikes, extremely nervous, had no idea what had gotten into him. Even the host looked at Oscar with pity, convinced he was walking to his death. But as soon as the fight began, everyone was stunned. It was a one-sided, crushing victory. Even Haikes, amazed, could never have imagined that his brother had such skill. Oscar had no idea that a video of his fight had just been uploaded online. Not long after, a lawyer playing golf came across it. When he saw the footage, his face turned pale. Panicking, he rushed to the prison to meet his employer, Kilbane. As soon as they met, he showed Kilbane the video. Kilbane only needed to watch a short clip to realize that the boy was connected to someone he knew, because no one else fought with those moves. The video had been shot at the U.S.-Mexico border in a town called Haikes. After discovering his brother's natural fighting talent, Haikes took him to the only boxing gym in town so he could continue training. He mainly wanted to keep him away from Old Black, a shady man he thought was dangerous. But while they were filling out the registration forms, two burly men burst in and immediately recognized Oscar. Oscar didn't know them. The bald man asked who had taught him to fight. Haikes, suspicious, demanded to know what they wanted. The bald man claimed he was a fight promoter, just wondering if Oscar had a manager. But the gym owner realized he was actually looking for Old Black and called him out on it. Caught in his lie, the bald man admitted the truth. He was indeed there to find Old Black. Haikes, furious at their deceit, threw them out of the gym. The two men, knowing they'd been exposed, left without arguing. Oscar wanted to warn Old Black, but his brother stopped him, telling him to stay out of it. Oscar insisted. Old Black had taught him everything, and he couldn't just abandon him. Haikes finally gave in. Soon after, they found Old Black, accompanied by a girl who acted as a messenger. Once Old Black agreed to meet them, Oscar told him everything in detail: the visit from the two men, their questions, and the tense situation at the gym. As he listened, Old Black's face grew tense. He quickly brought Oscar and the girl inside, then shouted toward the car where Haikes and his men were waiting. "Get in here, quickly!" Things are about to go very bad. Haikes hesitated, but finally followed. No sooner had he opened the car door than a hail of bullets rained down on them. They ran through the gunfire and barely made it into the house alive, a miracle they weren't killed. Hearing the bullets pounding against the walls, Old Black reassured them. "Don't panic. This house is made entirely of steel." Then he explained, "Years ago, I destroyed a huge criminal organization. Since then, they've been hunting me non-stop. But I can't figure out how they found me again." The girl suddenly had an idea. "What if it's because of Oscar's video?" Old Black immediately understood. Oscar realized it too. His video had revealed Old Black's location, but it was too late to regret it. They had to act fast. Old Black used a secret passage to flank the attackers. He took out one assassin, then defeated another with his extraordinary fighting skills. When the man refused to talk, Old Black poured gasoline on him to force a confession. To his shock, the killer set himself on fire, a scene that deeply disturbed Old Black. He knew more assassins would soon arrive, and they had to escape immediately. He opened a trap door beneath the bed, leading to a hidden tunnel. Everyone crawled inside, moving through the narrow passage. Along the way, Haikes, curious, asked, "Who wants you dead so badly?" Old Black replied, "Kilbane. He hates me. He sent assassins to kill me. When they failed, he took out his anger on his own wife, beating her nearly to death. I arrived just in time to stop him, but the hitmen tried to take me too. They were no match for me. I took them down in seconds."